Hi, Tri-State. Welcome to our daily COVID-19 update. I'm going to wait a second to let everybody get on. We're coming from Joplin, obviously, because I'm not Michael Fisk, but anyways. So while we're letting everybody get on, I thought I would tell an overtold joke just to lighten the mood a little bit. So how do you make a tissue dance? Right? How do you make a tissue dance? You put a little boogie in it. So there's that. I hope that made you laugh. It's sickness related, but seriously, COVID-19 is important. So I just hope you got a little chuckle out of that. But let's make sure that we remember that it is important to listen to these updates and listen to, the CDC and the World Health Organization, authorities like that who have good information about the COVID. So I'm a little shaken up because I didn't realize that my joke was going to be that funny, but I guess it was. So anyways, I'm going to flip it on over. Today we have Cheryl Hinkle, Director of HR, and she's going to tell us some good reminders. So here we go.
Thank you.
Okay.
Now I am going to be tickled because that was totally cute.
Oh.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so it's obviously been a really long week for everybody. It's felt like a year, so we're just today's going to be short and sweet. We were going to skip Facebook Live today, give you guys a break from seeing our lovely little faces. But there has been a couple of things that's happened, and so we just wanted to touch base to let you all know that we're still continuing to monitor the situation. Frankly, most of my days, that's all I'm dealing with anymore is making sure I'm staying current to be able to update you guys. But one of the things that is the biggest development, I just threw my phone on the floor. Just a minute. So one of the things, the biggest developments started last night. California is now under a stay-at-home. Basically, a lot of people are not exactly sure what that is when they talk about these lockdowns. For all purposes for Tri-State, it's really business as usual. We are an essential business. We will continue to conduct, our freight just like we normally would because we are considered essential business. So for us purposes, that's going to continue to be just like we're dealing with now. You might like it more because the traffic is not going to be what typically is in California. So if you have any positives out of it, that will be it. Today, following suit, has been New York. Is also the statewide stay-at-home. Just a couple of minutes ago, I got a text that I think Illinois is now followed suit and is a stay-at-home. The governor of New Jersey was also talking earlier and pretty much, gave every indication that within the next 24 hours they would as well be a stay-at-home. He didn't actually say it, but, he alluded to the fact that he expects that in the next 24 hours. So all of that situation for you all shouldn't affect us because we're essential business. But you'll just want to make sure, going into those areas, they're still going to have truck stops open. Pennsylvania had closed down some of their rest areas. Those are opening up. ATA continues to push that so they can continue to get more of those open. So you guys out on the road, just make sure you're mindful when you're going into those areas. Like we've talked about all week, make sure you have some supplies, as you get them. I will tell you, around here, there's a lot of places that are now limiting the amount of supplies you can get. So we don't have the hoarding that was going on at the beginning of the week. Everybody going in and buying 50 cases of toilet paper. Frankly, anybody that goes to the restroom that much has some issues. So they probably should not be doing that. But, Sam's Club here, all of those. Today, Trudy, our lodge mom, went to try to get some supplies to have here at the terminal. And they are limiting even the groceries as far as that goes. So just keep that in mind. Pick up some stuff here and there as you can. Are there questions coming in?
Not yet.
Okay. One of the things here at the Joplin facility, Vonda has sent a message out that we are trying to comply with the with the guidelines on the social distancing. We're trying to have as many people that can work from home. They're still able to service you. Nothing is changing. You shouldn't notice whether they're here or not, really, because they can easily transition to work from home and still provide the support that you need. But as we continue to try to do everything that they're recommending for social distancing, our paperwork now, when you're coming into the terminal to pick up a load, drop a load, anything like that, that is going to now be housed at the guard shack. So Vonda sent a fleet-wide message that basically said if you're dispatched inbound to the Joplin terminal to pick up or drop a loaded trailer, the paperwork will be housed at the guard shack until further notice. You can drop or pick up your bills there as well. Also, you can drop any paperwork for delivered loads at the guard shack. We're trying to limit, there's less people in the office. And as that continues, we're just putting protocols in place that still make it easy for you all coming into the terminal, but it also makes it easy for the people, if they're working remote, they just need to come in and get the tub of paperwork. You're going to see in the guard shack, they're going to have bins for the paperwork for you picking up and dropping the loads. They are going to have basically a tub there that's for driver payroll. Make sure you're using Drive Axle for your bills, for your receipts, anything like that. It's going to speed the process if you can do that through Drive Axle. And then anything, if you're just bringing in receipts and they haven't been Drive Axled, we do have arrangements where the payroll girls are coming in and getting those. But right now, Drive Axle is going to be everybody's friend. If something does happen and we have a mandatory, work from home, then it's not as easy for them to come here and get that. So we want to start making sure you're really doing everything you can through Drive Axle, so that continues just, friendly, easy, and nothing that's going to interrupt anything for you. Another thing today, which Vonda was sending out through the fleet message as well, hazardous permits. Instead of coming in and seeing the girls now, those are going to be housed over in the southwest corner of the lodge in the actual hazardous permit room. They've got directions here. It says we now have hazardous permits in the order of your hazardous permit book in the driver's permit room, which is the southwest corner of the lodge. As you walk in the door of the permit room, it's going to be on the right-hand side. There's a cabinet, the third door down, and it says hazardous permits. That's where you'll be able to pick those up. And those will be out there for your convenience and over the weekend. They want you to know too, the latest ones are Colorado has, New York Part 364 and Part 381. And she says, I have added the new one for Texas used oil. So all of those new permits that are there are going to be available in the cabinet over there.
I'm just going to pause you real quick.
Okay.
We do have a question from Michael Fisk. He says, this is so rude, what kind of parka Southwest motif thingamajiffer is Cheryl wearing, and what secondhand store can I pick one up if needed? Okay. Listen, Michael, there's a certain forum for that, and I don't know that this is the proper forum to ask that question.
So first off, anybody that knows me, that I shop at boutiques, mister. So this is from 124 in Neosho.
Rude.
I had told a couple people today what I had on when I came in, because it's casual Friday and there's very limited people in the office. I'm glad I didn't wear it because it had a saying on it. It wasn't terrible, but it was kind of funny, and I changed because frankly, Mr. Fisk, it's like 40 degrees here today and cold, so it's fuzzy and it's warm.
It's super cute.
And I know I'm rocking it. So
yeah.
He can hush it.
Yeah.
Now back to business,
yeah.
Mr. Fisk. Two other things that I want to talk about is obviously teledoc again. There's a lot of things that they're trying to lessen the strain on the healthcare system. So, drivers out on the road, it's so easy for you to use. Utilize that teledoc if you're on our health plan. $45 copay on the bronze, free for the gold and the platinum. Make sure you're utilizing that. That really helps with the situation. And, you know, we've talked about this in the office and everything. And my HR team, we had a conference call earlier, you know, just to kind of stay in the loop. They're all working remotely. You know, it's a pretty scary time right now. You know, it's very easy. You know, I'm having to spend most of my days listening to the news all the time to stay updated. People get very anxious with that. You know, it's very easy to get caught up in just the unknown and being afraid of that. And I want to remind people, you know, we have an EAP, which is an employee assistance program. People don't think about that a lot for, you know, counseling and just being able to talk to someone and get some guidance on, you know, if you just need to talk to a counselor because you're, you know, fearful, anxious, you know, depression, stuff like that. That's free to all of our employees. So I just want to remind everybody, I'll probably have Riley put this out on one of our updates that we have, but you can always call 877-533-2363. And that's going to be something that, you know, you see it all over on social media, and, you know, people are just really not sure. It's different times that we're in. We're all in this together. We've not dealt with it before. You know, so feel free to reach out, use that resource. That's what it's there for. You know, sometimes it helps to just talk to somebody so you can kind of get your nerves back down. I recommend petting your dog. That's what I do. So anyway, just know that everybody is here to support you guys. We appreciate you being out on the road. We know that you're the front line. You're just as important, you know, as the nurses and you know, the retail workers that are out there. You guys are what's carrying the goods that's keeping America running, and we're very mindful of that, and we appreciate it. So, you know, we're all here to support you and do everything we can. Just let us know how we can help. You know, everybody here I know is more than willing to go above and beyond to get the help that you need. So, are there any questions?
This is
other than from Mr. Fisk.
No, I mean, but this is back to your vest. Apparently, it's really cute because Daveline Buckaloo says, "I like her shirt. Where did you get it?"
124 in Neosho. That's a shout out to our little hometown boutique.
But other than that, like serious things, we don't have any.
Okay. We will be planning on a Monday Facebook Live just because we'll have the couple of days, you know, and we'll be watching stuff over the weekend. If anything unfolds at all that's going to affect you guys out there, we'll still do Qualcomm email. You know, we'll do whatever we need to do to keep you updated. So once again, thank you for everything that you do. We really appreciate it, and have an amazing Friday. Thank you.